Warning: this video is intended for audiences who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
William, hey.
Yeah.
Boy, I can't. Boy, at first I thought Haruka was gonna be a fine character, but she's probably a terrible character.
Honestly, her decision making was typically sort of on point, sort of done for comedic timing, right? Because she's an impulsive character.
Mm-hmm.
But then you see this, where I'm like, this is probably the impulsion at its worst. If only because she's like, you know what? I'm gonna put myself in a criminal situation and just not do the responsible.
Right? Her editor told her to get some experience, right? And instead of doing it irrationally, like, I'm gonna go to the library and get out some books on subjects to get new experience, right?
Yeah.
Right? Because that's usually what I assume when people say, hey, get some new experience, right? I'm like, all right, I'll go read a book. I'll listen to a podcast about it, right?
Yeah, you listen to other people's stories.
I'll read up about the subject matter, but I'm not gonna actively go around doing something like that, right? If it's something like simple, like probably like hobby building, like making a train set, fishing, hiking, I'm like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
I'm probably doing that type of stuff, but like, let's go rob a bank for a new life experience, right?
Yeah, that's kind of.
Let's go visit the Capitol on January the 6th to see what new life experience we can get.
Literally, it's just like with her, it's like, and again, bit of an exaggeration, but to make the point clear, it's just like a fucking I forgot his name actually. I didn't catch his name. The Black Ranger's name.
Subasa, I believe is his name.
Oh yeah, Tsubasa.
Yeah, Subasa.
Yeah, Tsubasa, and then like Tsubasa, no, not Tsubasa. But anyway, it's basically like you going up to I guess, lack for a better term, because I realize not all Republicans are like this, but Trumpers, right? But basically it's basically you walk up to a Trumper. A Trumper walks up to you, is like, hey, you want to join us down at this rally? We're gonna go ahead and maybe overthrow democracy while we're at it. And then you're like, he's like, this is pretty bad, but I need some life experience, maybe some jail time. I guess I'll go too.
What if I wanted to go to this rally to show my support for Kanye?
Oh
right?
my god.
Oh yeah, by the way, I definitely did not binge season 15 of It's Always Sunny last night, by the way.
Oh, okay. Glad you didn't binge all of season 15? God, is this really season 15?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, season 15 is only 8 episodes, so that kind of helps
yeah,
as well.
that's fair.
Also, episode 1 of season was a perfect episode, honestly.
No, but
they really Forrest Gumped it.
They really...
Oh, wait, hold on. Have you not seen season 15 yet?
I have not.
Oh,
but I'm
boy,
glad to
hey,
hear
boy.
that there are good things about it.
Oh boy, hey, I think you can unironically watch, because the thing about season 50 is that it's all one big storyline, at least, right?
Oh, uh-huh.
At least from episode 2 to episode 8 is one big storyline, right?
Oh, so
actually no, episode 3 to episode 8 is all one big storyline that they did.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but episode 1 is actually a perfect episode, unironically, for me.
No, nice.
With what happens.
Alright.
Yeah, if anything, watch episode 1 of 50 tonight. It's actually really great.
I'm gonna put that in another tab for later. Anyway, but yeah, basically she had no common sense. I don't know, I understand this is honestly, it is a very minor thing, but oh my god, I understand this to bring all the characters together and have them form a team, or at least start getting there, because they were all separated and shit. And it's fine with me, but oh my god, Haruka, get your shit together. At the very least, transform into a ranger, and then oh wait, I'm a ranger too. Then she could be like, oh, then she shouldn't be such a bad guy, because we're all just all in it for helping people.
Doesn't help that, once again, we're still doing this thing of we're forming the team, right?
Yeah.
Which is really weird. I mean that's not a new concept, right? That they done, right? It's right. Like they've done that before, where they form a team. I'm just like,
yeah.
Boy, this is what happens when you meet someone online. And then you decide to meet in real life, and you don't know what they look like, so you don't know if they're a serial killer or not, right?
Dude, I'm gonna laugh if that was the point. This is so fucking... But yeah, it sounds exactly like that. It's like a Reddit beat up, except gone wrong. Or at least in this case, I guess it's gone right. I guess. Again, honestly, that's only the minor real gripe I have with this episode is the fact that like I get you need to get them together, but Haruka's way of doing it is probably the most irresponsible thing I've ever It's the funniest shit I've seen. Don't get me wrong, but the most irresponsible shit. But even then, it's not even that big of a gripe for me. But yeah, just it's like even after learning that she was in a hostage situation, which honestly I'm surprised she didn't figure that out after he broke in the way he did, right? But like even after just finding out, she still insisted on like, why? She even fell down and just ripped out the the phone cord or the phone line when fucking
Man, no, she's she's taking this so fucking nonchalantly, like, oh yeah,
and
right?
then she just like she has the audacity to wink at the Pink Ranger, whose name I haven't remembered yet, so sorry for that. But yeah, she just winks at him. He's like, and he, you know, being in his right mind, is like, what the fuck is she doing? Why is she acting like this? Why is she so weird? And then it's just like, it's fucking funny as shit. And he's just like honestly just panicking. It's fucking the greatest. Actually, I don't know. We're getting into the episode. Did we do our intro yet?
Intro. Well, what do you mean? We always do the intro.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Right for our weekly unnamed tokusatsu podcast series about Avataro Sentai Donbrothers, a weekly podcast where I also, a person who can now read what the episode due to the fact that Wikipedia now actually has a page for Avataro Sentai Donbrothers, as I'm joined by my friend. That's you, a person who likes to hold people for hostage.
No, don't you start claiming that shit. I don't do any of that.
Super Sentai season. Avataro Sentai Donbrothers. Hey, welcome to episode 5. Hold up, dog. That is literally the name of this episode. Okay,
I'm not a criminal. Anyway, so
no, I don't know how you're watching. How are you gonna be watching episode 1 of season 15 of It's Always Sunny after this?
Look, I'm just gonna ask if somebody has an account. That's all. That's all there is. Or maybe I'll spend $5 for a night. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, so. Yeah, I mean, this is basically the group get together. I don't know if we went over the beginning where fucking Tsubasa was. He basically says, "Oh yeah, I've done nothing wrong," and you know, considering that he's one of the main characters, you straight up believe him, right? But he's running. Did we go? Oh yeah, he dropped his fucking glasses.
Yeah, that's right. He dropped his expensive $200 glasses, right?
Oh yeah, they just.
Oh, what an idiot!
He dropped the $200 prop, and it's now coming out of his paycheck.
That's right, and he can no longer survive without that money. You know, right, because Toei doesn't pay people real money in these fucking shows.
Yeah, exactly. They're here for
I
exposure.
don't think we ever talked about that.
Oh, did we?
But here's some fun behind the scenes information.
Oh, really?
Hey, these people barely get fucking paid in this fucking show.
Wait, so they get paid like bare minimum or something? Is this like...
Yep.
Oh no wonder.
I was reading old Sentai, so I don't know. It's been 20 years, right? It's been 10, right? From an interview from 20 years ago, one of the characters said that he was actually working at a convenience store while they were filming.
Oh no, that's not good.
Like after filming, he would just go to a convenience. He would go to a second job at a convenience store just to make extra money because he wasn't fucking paying him enough.
Jesus.
And he was the main cast member too.
Wait, when did this happen? Was this recent news?
2000.
Oh my god, that's fucking 2000 and that shit was happening.
All right, okay, but here's another interview from 2009. Okay.
Don't tell me it was.
I can only afford ramen and water every week to eat.
What the? Do they not have a union? Do they not do unions in Japan or something?
Nope.
No, they don't.
Nope.
Oh no.
That's the problem with Revice right now. The whole controversy in Revice.
Oh, I didn't know. Like I knew there was that whole thing because you tell me about you're legit my only source of news on Toei, okay, Austin?
And Tariq.
And Tariq, but like I didn't know, like I knew about the like there was a sexual harassment issues or lawsuits that were happening. Mm-hmm. I did not know that they were still underpaying their fucking workers.
Oh yeah, of course, it's God. Toei. Look, Toei is fucking cheap as fuck.
What the
right?
fuck? Like you think with the amount of popularity and the amount of well. I don't know if they're really getting any money, like at least from this side of the world, considering recent things, right? But I figured they would at least be paid like an appropriate amount to for them
No,
to
right?
afford
Like,
living
and the only
in
reason why
Japan.
people only ever go to Sentai and Kamen Rider is because they only use it as a stepping stone in their career, right? That's literally it,
Oh, so
right?
that, I
Right?
thought
Because that's what happened in Kamen. There's like, because in Kamen, a lot of actors who's been lead in Kamen Rider has gone on to be like actual movie stars, right? Right
yeah
now and everything, right?
yeah I
But
mean
to the point where one of them told Toei, right? Because told Toei, hey, to go fuck off, right? 'Cause when they asked him to come back for a reunion, right? For a reunion, he just right. And the only reason he only came back was because because the person that was directing that year's reunion movie was the director of the season he was in, and he was like, I have nothing against the director, so I'm only coming back for the director, right? Right? And even then, he only came in for a 5-second cameo with no speaking line.
Oh, that's big dick energy though, and I honestly after hearing about Toei, I respect that fucking move a lot.
Yeah, that's like he was like, yeah, fuck Toei. I don't need the shit from Toei anymore. He's like actually really big now.
Dude, we're talking about the same actor who like got really like really big and just like was like Toei would have to pay out the ass if they wanted him back, right? The same.
Yeah, pretty much. And he only agreed to come back because he was friends with the directors. Let's see. What was he? Yeah, he's pretty active. He's a real star right now.
That's fucking amazing. I actually respect that move a lot now. Also, I will have to say, some of the shots in this episode, while they are good, for their framing and stuff, like there was a good shot with Haruka, like talking to Tsubasa, and then Tsubasa is like in the rear view mirror, or not the rear view, the side view. That was like a really good shot, but then they had this really weird one, and I like this is like the only one that I think is just really fucking weird. If you go to around like 4 minutes 45 seconds, right, or 4:46, right? That's like really phallic to me, right? That's not just me. It just gives off a vibe.
What? No, I mean, are you saying with the stand, with the light
with
stand?
with the lamp, with the light stand and the cups. It just
I
happens
mean,
to look like that to me.
I guess I know what they're trying to do with the
No,
shot.
I get what they're trying to do too. Like two separate individuals, they're just like this is them getting to know each other, or whatever the fuck, right? But still, still, right? It's still kind of fucking weird. It's just. If it wasn't for, I don't know. It just strikes that to me. It's like the weirdest fucking thing. It might honestly be a me thing. I hope whoever's listening to this.
Well,
I hope
I
that
just
shot
think
isn't
you
weird
might
for
be
you.
a sexual deviant, and you.
I
should
swear to
probably
God.
get help.
I swear to God. I'm not a criminal.
But like when I was watching, I wasn't thinking of any weird sex thing. I just thought it was just an interesting shot to show the duality, right?
Yeah.
Of the opposite side. But you're the one that's here pervertising this fucking scene.
I'm not doing anything. It's them implying something,
What
okay? It's not me, alright? Art is interpretive. Stop!
Okay. Alright, Roman Polanski.
Look, I don't. Oh my God. I don't need you fucking doing this to me, you son of a bitch.
Okay. Calm down, Woody Harrelson.
Oh my God. It's not even Woody Harrelson. It's like Woody Allen, isn't it?
Oh, Woody Allen. That's right.
Yeah, not Woody Harrelson.
Up.
That guy so far.
All right.
Good.
Whatever. Tim Allen.
Wait, is Tim Allen a part of this now?
No, that's a joke. It's not confusing.
Oh, Jesus. I was about to say. I was like, what do I not know? Like, honestly, I know we say these for the memes, but now I don't know what is or isn't a joke anymore. It's kind of, it's a little hairy. But, yeah, anyway, where are we in the episode? I know we talked about him panicking over the phone.
So she's a fucking idiot, and she thinks that getting kidnapped is cool, right? Right? She's like, oh yeah. It's back to it's more always sunny in.
Yeah,
it's always sunny in reference. Getting kidnapped is cool. Kidnap is badass.
God. Oh, but like he actually did the fucking smart thing, or like, I mean, well, first off, they all eat lunch together, I guess, by eating like some really expensive bread. Apparently, you have to be on a fucking waiting list for. Didn't know that's the thing with bread, but
I don't know. I mean, look, people will pay whatever they want,
Hold on, bread waiting list.
Okay, sure.
Nope, just a whole bunch on Ukraine. All right.
Okay. I think you're
that's
using the
unfortunate.
wrong. I think the problem is you're searching this in English text, right?
Oh wait. Oh wait. I kind of figured maybe bread waiting lists for like really good bread was just a thing I didn't know about. But
Uh huh.
I don't know.
All right.
Maybe.
So anyway, she gets kidnapped and she fucking thinks this is a good idea for her for some fucking reason, right? Also, by the way, I don't know how her publisher is still keeping her on at this point, right? Especially after plagiarism accusations and actual proof that you definitely a fucking government would not keep you in. They would have dropped their contract with you immediately, right?
Yeah, you think because you wouldn't want to be like under the heat for that kind of publicity, even if you
Right,
even
and
if
you
you
don't
know
want
that.
to you don't want to keep yourself and you don't want to keep yourself fucking connected to this person. You'd be like, oh yeah, that person definitely plagiarized and they're fired. They're no longer with us anymore, right? Right?
Yeah.
I mean, like they can do like the generic. Oh, we're gonna investigate this situation, but doesn't help when there's like actual scene proof and everything,
Nah.
right?
uh,
Yeah, so anyway, then the Pink Ranger, I don't what the fuck's this Pink Ranger's name? Fucking Tsuyoshi? Boy, I don't like this, We got Tsubasa, now we got Tsuyoshi in this now.
mhm.
Right? I don't like this, that's too many of the same fucking opening phonetic of their names, right?
Yeah. At least for
Right,
us.
but but anyway, Haruka gets Stockholm syndrome. Right, she's thinking this is a good idea.
Yeah.
Right?
She's like, I had to write a story. You know what? Might as well be kidnapped.
Yeah.
Uh,
Also, the weirdest part, I thought she was supposed to be our narrator throughout this series, but it turns out that wait, anyone could be a narrator now, right?
Yeah, it's. I mean, like, I figured like that's probably because they want to introduce the characters and their thoughts, which does work. But it does
Mhm.
switch like a good couple of times, So it's
Yeah,
just
right.
like I
Yeah,
always
because
keep
we
thinking.
only been showing it from her point of view so far, right?
Yeah, yeah. And it's just like with all the other characters, it's just like I keep thinking it's gonna be like one episode with just one perspective, and it kind of was for at least the beginning of the or like the first
Yeah,
episode.
I legitimately thought this was going to be a Tsubasa focused episode,
And it,
right? Because we had last episode focusing on Tsuyoshi, him and Kaito doing their stupid fucking whatchamacallit, harassing a fucking onigiri shop, right?
yeah, yeah, that's the thing. But like, I can't. It kind of feels like All right, so the best comparison I can figure is like it feels like they don't want to keep the characters like separated for too long, right? And so in that sense, it kind of deprives like one character of the needed screen time, I guess. But I guess even then it's like not we don't need to go into it a lot. I don't know. I guess it's just the treatment of the characters is kind of weird to me. But I guess maybe it's probably because they're doing it for a future setup, so that they can really like. I was like, oh, here's some tidbits. We'll get into more of it later, instead of just the one episode being like, here's a whole backstory. We'll get into it later. Let's go, But so I guess like I don't know because like it's kind of like I kind of like it, and then I kind of don't because again, Jetman, right? Jetman has like maybe at most three episodes for the whole team to get together, and even then, while they're an official team, they still kind of fight amongst each other. But that was kind of fine because that's kind of the point of the show, right? Like the whole character drama and shit. But here it's kind of like, sorry, I had a burp.
Okay, yeah, don't die from that.
I'm trying not to die, okay?
Okay, I don't hold people hostage for that.
Okay, yeah, I'll hold my burp hostage. Yeah, that's what I'll fucking do until it meets my demands of just not being there and just going back where it came from. I wonder if that's what happens though. Do you get hiccups from burps? That's just burps that just don't happen. That just you know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna get into that. Anyway.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. Okay.
Look, I went off a tangent. Nobody stopped me. This is your fault now. Anyway, but.
Okay.
Anyway, but yeah, it's just, and they still have some character drama or dynamics here, I guess. But I guess they just want to make them a more unified front. It just took us 5 episodes to get there. I honestly just kind of half expected them to be like already part of a team, considering the first episode. Like it was like, oh yeah, we're here again, that kind of thing. At least for the other characters when Haruka was first joining in. and it took a while for us to get there, and it feels like now we can really start going in terms of like the plot piece. We're still only getting like a few bits and pieces. Because you get like the whole villain team, and like you don't see them until the fucking
Boy,
end
boy,
of the
I can't wait to
episode.
talk about the end of this fucking episode.
Yeah, that's
right.
Yeah, that's the thing. Again, this is probably just more of me, more of the same of where I'm complaining. Like we're getting so little for a lot of just like kind of like character development, which is kind of great, but we would like some story along with it to really push the narrative forward. But I guess that's just how it's gonna be. It's fine. It's fine. I'm hoping it'll more or less pay off, and it's just like it's just a minor gripe at the moment. But we'll see how it goes. Anyway, long-winded tangent aside. Fucking. Do we know Pink Ranger's name? I need to start remembering their name, so I'm gonna start.
Tsuyoshi.
Tsuyoshi, yeah. So Tsuyoshi basically does the smart thing, or at least he begins to do the smart thing.
Yeah.
Just
He's
going
like,
out.
I'm gonna call the police about this.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. But then he kind of just go like he gets stopped, and I'm surprised nobody heard, especially considering the cops were just around the area, right?
Right.
Where he just kind of comes and is like, "Hey, there's a fucking fugitive here," and then Tsubasa's like, "Nope, go to fuck to sleep, go to fuck to sleep right now," you know.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
knock him out, tie him up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. And so he basically just fucking gets all like taken in, and then he's like, "Hey, I'm innocent," and then Haruka's like, "I'm innocent too," after he's like fucking Tsuyoshi, right? Or yeah, Tsuyoshi, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tsuyoshi basically is all like, oh, you're that girl who plagiarized. He's like, no, I'm innocent too. Honestly, like with the way those two characters are so similar and yet different, right? I half expected them to like have everybody else like in some sort of trouble, like they're also about to go to jail. But the other guy's just a slacker, and the other guy is like a genuinely hardworking individual who's just a little nervous around people. But But yeah, so we get like fucking also, who is the Blue Ranger now?
Fuck. Shinichi, I believe is his name, is according to this.
What how do you say that?
Shinichi?
Enichi, you said?
Zenichi. Shinichi.
Alright, I'm gonna assume it's, you know what, I'm just gonna call him Blue because it's like a little, if you can type it out, that would probably be better, honestly.
Okay.
I can't really interpret what you're saying at the beginning. But, oh no, I forgot.
There you go.
Shinichi, okay. Yeah, I was hearing a Z for some reason, I was very confused.
Okay, that doesn't exist. That doesn't exist in the Japanese alphabet.
Oh, did we actually forget about the fact that like Momoi Taro slapped the shit out of Haruka at the beginning? Did we actually forget to mention that shit?
Oh yeah, no, it's very fucking funny. Yeah,
I forgot that was the whole reason why everyone just like she came to the shop. She's like, I had to give him a talking to, and then everybody just happens to fucking congregate at the shop, which I guess is gonna be the base of operations from now on, maybe. You know. But fucking yeah, Momoi Taro comes in, and I guess he's just like, he comes
in not to stop this fugitive criminal, but I came here to do my job, right?
He's like, yeah, we're gonna open up tomorrow, so I'm just gonna get some work done.
Right. I'm not here to stop this fugitive. I'm here to do my job, and which is pretty fucking funny.
Yeah.
Right.
And then he's just here to do his job, but then he looks at a package that's been opened, and then it just kind of cuts to like, this is when Zenichi comes in, where you see there's a thief, right?
when the cops are and we have the detective who's too old for this and who's about to hit retirement in 2 days, right?
Of course we don't know that from the beginning, but yeah, he's basically a walking stereotype. But like Zenichi's just like,
I couldn't get over. That's so fucking funny. I was like, what's with this fucking old detective? And then his fucking two younger fucking subordinates, I guess.
Subordinates, yeah, would be the word.
Right? I was like, oh yeah, no, he's too old for this, and he has retirement in 2 days.
Yeah, he's like, he's doing this because he wants a recommendation, you know,
he's
or
so
a commendation.
Get over this fucking shit.
Yeah,
right, but when Haruka fucking kid says, hey, shut the fuck up. Go get me a fucking car so we can get a getaway car, right? Or I'll kill everyone in this building.
Oh, I almost forgot. Before we actually get into the cop, there was that whole bit, right, where fucking Momoi Taro. Honestly, I can't just I can't really say just the two separately. But he legit takes a punch from Tsubasa drags him by the fucking ear, and then fucking kidnaps the kidnapper to get him to do work and to apologize to like one of the customers from which he stole the bread from.
That's right.
I forgot how it's fucking. He legit just did that, and he legit forced Tsubasa to fucking clean a fucking toilet. You know, it's fucking amazing. But
Right.
But yeah, the cops come in at this point, and then the crowd starts forming around where everyone's just like, "What the fuck's going on, my guy? What is happening in my neighborhood?" And then you get like the fucking detective to like trying to get him to come out, but then Shinichi, right? This motherfucker legit walked across the fucking borderline for the police tape, right? Took the microphone from out of his hands and was just decided to recite a haiku to try to convince Tsubasa to give himself up. A fucking haiku! The audacity of this man is fucking wild.
Oh, I'm fucking amazed how these fucking cops just let this fucking random guy walk in.
They really did. Like, I thought like they would like at least like take it out of his hand and like immediately put him in handcuffs for interrupting like a fucking like a hostage situation. Getting away, obstructing justice, really, right?
Right.
But no, none of that happens. And then I think he's dragged in, right?
Yeah.
Who drags him in again? I'm trying to remember. No. She didn't drag him in. She literally came out, told him to shut the fuck up, and told the police to get like a fucking getaway vehicle. She's literally become one of the kidnappers at this point, right? Yeah. And she literally quickly heads back in, and he follows after. He legit just goes in with like, I don't know what he was planning to do. Like, what was he going to do? Like, no, actually, he said he wanted to speak with the suspect. But I'm like, what did you really think you were gonna be able to do if this was a legit real hostage negotiation? Like, if you were like a normal civilian, like if you transform.
What do you mean? Look. I'll calm the criminals. I'll confuse the criminals with my hike, and hope that he doesn't shoot the people inside.
No, yeah, that's the thing. I'm like, at the very least, if you're treating this like he's treating it like, or at least he's acknowledging that it is like a hostage situation, that there is a criminal at large within the building, and he doesn't transform. Like, he can transform and fight a criminal. And, like, if he was gonna do that, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, that actually makes sense. If you interfere like that, that makes sense. But he doesn't do that. He just fucking walks in, no fucking like change to his suit, or like he doesn't change to his suit or anything. Walks in as a civilian self in front of a whole bunch of cops, where they could legitimately just go in, or at least they should have stopped him and arrested him for obstructing justice. He just walks in and is like, "Let me explain to you my haiku." Every single one of these people, except for maybe one character, or at least two, considering Tsubasa is just in a desperate situation, right?
Right.
Two of these characters are the only two characters that are sane, and the other three share a fucking brain cell. They share one fucking brain cell of how they're treating this shit. Like, I don't want to. It's so fucking astonishing how much. Like, and again, don't get me wrong. I'm not hating the show because of that. I actually fucking love it because it's just the fucking hijinks and comedy is fucking great. But oh my god, what the fuck? Oh god. Anyway, that was a whole lot. But anyway, as soon as everyone gets together, this is when Tsubasa starts kind of like unloading about well, Momoi first off tells everybody, I was like, guys, what the fuck are you doing? I'm just for me at the very least,
I'm trying to do my job.
Yeah, I'm doing my job.
I just came to do my job.
You guys insisted on this kidnapping. Why are you doing this? Are you all really that selfish that you're kind of really just ignoring the reality of the situation? And this is coming from the guy, Momotaro, who literally parades himself, into a fight, So, not exactly the most serious of individuals, but we kind of learned that considering his backstory later on too. But yeah, you get Tsubasa say, man, it's been a year since or at least, I don't know if it's been a year, because he said it has to be a year since, because he explains, I'm on the run, if I'm on the run and they don't catch me in a year, they'll let someone I love go, right? I don't actually know how that works. I don't know if that's an actual thing. Well, I mean, again, the background, we don't really know. She could be a criminal, she could be innocent. I have no idea what the situation is.
Yeah.
Right? But he starts contemplating about like, oh yeah, it was my birthday. Or like, today is my birthday, right? And then it's just like, with Momotaro, like, coming into the situation and like, literally dragging everybody in. Because you get like, and I forgot. We need someone to fucking Tsuyoshi or what was his name?
Yeah, Tsuyoshi.
Tsuyoshi, right? Tsuyoshi literally like
Yeah.
he came by to like thank like Momotaro, so it makes sense for why he's there, right? And he's like, oh yeah, I brought these cakes, right? And then everyone like kind of again
I bought a perfect amount of 5 cakes.
Yeah.
Right? Even though I was only gonna give this to one other person, but good thing this cake I bought had 5 slices for 5 people. That are in this room,
Yeah, right.
Right?
And then they all like it's a nice gesture, I get it, but like, man,
But we gotta keep in mind, one of these guys is still technically holding people hostage in here, right?
Yeah, that's true. But it is a kind of interesting way of like showing how Momotaro, as just like a walking like thing of fortune, kind of just happens to bring all these people just to do this birthday thing. I think that's actually pretty cool. I wonder if they'll acknowledge that like actual in the show. But I just like the at least for me, I thought it was a subtle implication of just how like his whole thing works, But
Right.
Then I guess the detective decides to just barge in, right?
Yeah,
And-
he's like, I'm getting tired of this,
Yeah, because, I mean, to be fair,
guns are blazing.
They were all legitimately singing "Happy Birthday," so to be fair, yeah, I understand why he's like a little like, what the fuck is going on,
Right.
But yeah, he comes in and then oh no, he's the monster of the week.
He's this week's monster enemy of the week and everything.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, and then Tsubasa just runs the hell out.
Yeah.
Don't know how he dodged all the cops. Probably, probably because of the monster. Who knows? But then he just runs off into another area while everyone else is just like, I don't think he's a bad guy. Yeah, I don't think he is either. And then they're like, yeah, okay, let's go help, right? And so, the detective, right? He actually almost is like about to kill the guy, with probably one of the weirdly like the weirdly coolest one-liner I've ever heard from a villain, in the sense that he's just like, he does the whole "you get the death penalty," right? And then he's like, "you have the right to rest in peace." I'm like, this sounds like a rogue cop movie film,
Yeah.
That's exactly how it sounded like, and I thought like, you know what, I appreciate that line. But then he shoots and in the nick of time, and as the bullets are about to hit him, they show the glasses literally coming back, sorry, and just like reappearing. He puts them on and he just instantly able to go to the door, right? So it's nice to know that they can't actually lose their glasses and we won't have another we won't have a false ranger situation,
Yeah.
But, yeah, he escapes and then he turns into the Inuzuka.
He turns into a stupid little fucking robot avatar character, right?
Yeah, I still don't like the CGI, if only because here's my thing on the CGI, right? The CGI is technically fine, right? First off, the reason why I'm kind of okay with the CGI is because it's actually well choreographed with like everyone else for the most part. The only instance where it just didn't look good is probably when he was fighting the when you get Tsuyoshi, right?
Yeah.
Comes in as the and in his form, and he's just all
it's Kiji brother.
Yeah. He's a little weird in his movement, and when he's fighting with someone else, Inuzuka seems to be a lot more like easier to do.
Yeah, it's Inu brother, right?
Inu brother, right? And so sometimes it works with the choreography, but sometimes it doesn't. And the CGI again, it's fine for TV CGI, I guess. For when you're doing live action and CGI mixing, but it's kind of real stiff. It's kind of stiff. Even though it is.
Yeah, no. At some point, the air does not look good.
Yeah.
It's too slow.
Yeah, it's
right.
It's very deliberate.
I feel like if they sped up this character, this CG mode by like 1.25, it probably will look better. But it looks really it's really taking its time as it moves, right?
Yeah.
That's my problem with this. Like, I don't really care about the CGI model, right? It's fucking toy. It's whatever the fuck. Well, I can't do it. I'm a stupid American gaijin, alright? They don't give a fuck about what we think, right? But I feel like the model CGI model is whatever, right? But it just looks really fucking slow. Like I really notice it when he's like running up to like the air vent and everything, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's really his movement there is actually really like so fucking slow paced for some fucking reason.
No, yeah, it just
right because it
feels-
looks so awkward for him to move.
I think
right
it-
because the actors, right? Because the suit actors in real life, right? Like I have no idea what the fuck's going on. Right? They have to react off of. I think from what I see from the production, there's just like a guy in like a green screen that's carrying like a little green screen plush that they use as like a reference model or some shit. Right for the actors to work around, right? But it just looks the reaction of the move of this thing is really fucking weird and bad.
I actually think it might be because of two things. Because the thing is, I think, well, I mean, for one thing, it might just be because of the choreography itself. Because them knowing that they were CGI characters, and then they have to, for at least the suit actors who will have to stand in for the CGI. Because I'm assuming that they are, you know. They probably had to very specifically move in a way so that, like, I don't know, maybe. Because the thing is, even if they did mocap, it would probably be a lot easier and a lot more fluid. So maybe it's just more like straight up CG with just like rigging, and like it just feels stiff because of that. But I also feel like it's also because of how they had the choreographic that it just like it feels stiff, you know? Because like especially considering like when they do the CG in the big mech fights, that like you don't mind the CG in that because for one it fits in with the setting, right? Which is why the CG feels so off in live action, and I've said this before. But again, I suppose that's to be re-emphasized. The CG at least in the digital world actually is a lot more fluid. You know, it's a lot. It's like you can feel the speed and like the and the hits. It's felt in the movement and in the camera movement as well. And it also doesn't help. Wait, no, it doesn't. It also helps, is what I mean, in the fact that the fight at least when when he changed into the mech form actually wasn't that long. It was like a minute or two tops, you know. So so it doesn't overstay its welcome in that sense either. I don't know. It's just really weird, at least with the CGI on the live action aspect. It's just really weird to me. But it's a lot better in the again in the other aspect when it's just pure CG.
Right.
But during that whole fight, you get the new transformation where apparently because of I don't know if it's just a Haruka thing or maybe it's just those three in particular, but it looks like only Pink, Black, and Blue Ranger can only transform.
Right, so that's the thing, right? Because in Real Soldier there was no Yellow Ranger, right?
Oh yeah, wasn't there? No, but there's gold.
Yeah,
there was the golden. Yeah,
that's gold, right? Yeah. That's hey, it's a good thing we're watching Dino Theory right now for us to keep track of, right? So we're still not sure. So that's the thing about Sentai transfer, right? Because in Gokaiger, right, they've done it so colors, regardless of whatever Ranger color, you can change it to whatever Ranger color you want. Right? So like the Blue Ranger in Gokaiger, right? The Blue Ranger can transform if he wanted to a Red Ranger, to a past Red Ranger, or past Green Ranger, or wherever the fuck, right? Right? It was but they mostly stayed to the color that they were already are, right? So I guess in Donbrothers at least that there's rules to their to their fucking avatar change, right? So like you can only transform to a Ranger color your past Sentai actually was, right? Even if that past, right? Because if you can, like, technically speaking, right, that means Haruka should be transferred to Ryu Soul Green or some shit right now. But since there was no green, she doesn't transform into that, right? It's really fucking weird, right? Basically. Right, but whatever. They defeat this week's monster. Oh, yeah, by the way, this week's monster is based on Pattern Ranger, the Sentai from the that was the police, the one that's never getting adapted to America because they literally have stated that we can't do police theme right now, not in the current political climax of the United States.
Yeah.
They have gone on record and straight up confirmed that, right?
I get it, honestly. I kind
Also,
of get it.
does it help that season, right? That the Pattern Ranger versus Luke was like the other team was like an actual team of thieves. Like we can't fucking not trivialize. What's the pedestal?
Oh, we can't put you can't put thieves on a pedestal. You don't want to have people wanting to be thieves or to emulate that kind of behavior in the first place, I guess.
Right? Yeah, so that's why they got her and say that scene is probably never gonna be fucking adapted.
The thief thing is a little to me. At least their reasoning for that. But the police thing I can kind of get, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And not everyone.
But don't worry, Lupin Ranger versus Power was a god awful season anyway. And the only good thing that came out of it was his choreography fights.
Yeah, well, at least something positive came from that, right?
Yeah, that's right. Lupin Ranger had pretty much had like some of the best fight scene in recent Sentai, because it's someone that started the current trend of fucking free motion, a free motion camera work. So.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool, actually.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, like it wasn't until I started Pattern Lupin Ranger that I was like, they're doing a lot of free camera motion compared to past Sentais where all they do was when all they did was before was just do static camera frames. Right?
Yeah. But anyway, so after that, right?
To defeat this week's enemy.
No, after the enemy, it was because we talked about the mech scene, right? We talked about that. They defeated.
Yeah. I mean, they just defeated this week's enemy. That's it.
Yeah, that was basically it. I mean, it was like, again, it didn't overstay its welcome, which is very welcome. But then you kind of cut to like where we're back at. I don't know what the cafe. I guess I still kind of consider it a candy shop.
I don't know what the fuck the name of this cafe is, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah. But then you get like you're at the cafe, and then basically Haruka's working there again, right? Or I guess he was always working there. She's just really lucky.
Yeah,
with the
she just fucking in the middle of her job said, "Boss, I'm gonna go work somewhere else for today," right?
Yeah, and again, Kaito, pretty fucking chill. But,
yeah, Kaito Black doesn't fucking care,
that's
right?
the thing. I don't know if he is technically just like. Are we supposed to treat him as Kaito or a separate Kaito? That's what I don't understand.
I think we're supposed to treat him as a different Kaito.
No, but the thing is, and the reason why this scene is actually kind of important, at least for me, it's just the fact that like after Kaito or Kaito Black as it were, gives Haruka the tea or the coffee to hand off to the customer, right? And then like. As she leaves, he brings up like one of the gears that was used basically within like the last season, right?
The Zenkaiger gear, right?
The Zenkaiger gear of the enemy that they were just facing, right? That represented that. And so he brings up the gear and then it changes, right?
Yeah, it changes to the Avataro gear.
Yeah.
Right.
So but the thing is, he already has like the actual gear. So I don't know if this is Kaito Black in the sense it's a different Kaito. And the only reason I say that is because I do not recall whenever like Kaito traveled into another world, or like the Rangers did. They never really. Well, I mean, at least for the Kikanoids, I mean. But like for like Kaito, I keep half expecting to see maybe if there would be other Kaitos in other worlds. I don't know if I'm supposed to take that as an indication that there's only one Kaito. And in doing so, that should imply that this Kaito is either really unique in the fact that he's another Kaito, or he's the same Kaito but with different like.
No, we have to assume it's a different guy, and he's trying to collect the gears in this world, right?
Right. So I don't know if maybe it's just because like. I don't know. It makes me think that he is original Kaito. Is just in a different like something happened to Kaito to make him either different or like he's maybe hiding himself or changed or what have you. It could just be another Kaito, but I'm actually really curious if we'll ever get an answer on that one specifically, because it's just very interesting to just kind of see that and just be like, what the fuck. I know,
because they still haven't explained how the fuck all this shit is connected, right?
Yeah.
Because we're still supposed to believe this is a fucking sequencer, but it's very fucking loose. In fact, that has nothing to do with it. Like outside of Kaito Black and the fact that they're using the Zenkaiger gear exists, right? It makes no fucking sense, right?
Yeah.
Like I guess we've been saying it before multiple times before how none of that shit makes sense with what's going on, right?
Yeah. But I think like so from there then we kind of just like
cut to my favorite part of this episode. Hey, fuck the Mona Lisa. Always hated that fucking painting.
I know they're doing this whole thing like, hey.
No, but did you notice the other painting? Hold on. Here's the other better.
They had the Last Supper. They had the Last Supper on there.
The fucking Last Supper was in this fucking scene.
Like they have They have some very significant paintings on there, man. Like I know they're gonna do a thing with these later in the next episode, but I swear to God, just seeing that and then like having this weird mystery thing, like, What is happening? I feel like I'm an
I
acid
couldn't
or
get over
something.
the
Just
fact
with
that the
all this
fucking
shit.
Last Supper was in this fucking.
Yeah, like
was in this scene.
you get the French Revolution, you get Napoleon, you get fucking Mona Lisa, and I can't
Right,
recall.
I'm fine with those paintings, right? Because those paintings are just paintings of people, of like technically real people and events, right? But you get the fucking Last Supper here, right?
Yeah, I know. It's like it's very weird too. But like I
Right,
guess it's just like
okay, so I
historical
can't recognize
significance
all
or
these
events.
paintings. Like I recognize some of them.
I recognize four
Right?
except for the one. That's literally all I recognize. But then again, I'm more of an anime.
I can't recognize anything on the left hand side.
Oh,
Do you know what paintings
yeah.
are on the left hand side?
Well, I mean,
Starting from 2241, right?
No, yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. Like it's oh wait, 2241. Okay, so you're talking about the other
Yeah.
ones. Let me go and
Yeah, like the other 5 painting that exists, right?
Oh yeah, I didn't really pay attention to
I
those.
don't recognize any of those paintings. Right? That shows my art knowledge, right?
Yeah.
Probably, right?
I mean, it's
Right,
just not
like none of these are paintings that I'm aware of, but like Napoleon painting, fine, that's fine, you know, right?
Right.
French Revolution, that's a fine painting, you know, right? Everyone knows that, right? Last Mona Lisa, then the fucking Last Supper was like the funniest thing, like I don't know, like, because I assume that the 4 other paintings are also like self-portrait, like real boy, like how do I like they're painting of like actual real random real things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, like of real subject
Yeah,
matters,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Then we
yeah.
got the last, which like the funniest thing to me to exist in this thing, right?
Yeah.
Because that implies the existence of Jesus Christ in this universe now.
Wait, didn't Jesus technically exist in this one, or was it Kamen Rider that I was talking about?
That's both of them.
Oh, both
Look,
of them?
Jesus, God.
Oh
Look,
no,
if you
it was
believe in
Sentai.
God, He'll always
No,
show
I
up
just
to
remembered
you,
it was
you know?
God that was like showed physically showed it. Like I think it was Sentai. You said right from before.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, we rented that.
Yeah, but like this is just fucking how funny how there's just the Last Supper in this. It's like the funniest thing.
Yeah, honestly, but yeah,
I
he
just get
freezes.
hurt
up
by
the-
they just like because if it was like the was it like if it was like if it was like Girl with the Pearl Earrings or American Gothic, right, or the painting with the fucking painting with the watch,
Yeah.
or the Scream, right? Like anyway, I wouldn't care, right? I'd be like, yeah, okay, you pick favorite. But the fact that it's just like the Last Supper and with like these other paintings is like the funniest thing to me for some reason.
Yeah. But
Right? And then I think this guy's name is Sononi, right?
Sono-
He's like, oh yeah, hey, fuck, yeah. He's like, fuck the Mona Lisa. I hate this painting. Fuck Da Vinci.
Yeah.
What the fuck does he know?
Yeah, but I really want to know how like that.
Yeah.
that
I know.
fucking-
This ending makes no fucking sense, right? There's no.
It's a weird way to end the episode for sure.
It's so fucking weird. I don't understand the context of this fucking thing.
Like I know they're gonna explain the context to us later, but man, it's just frustrating to not know what it is right now. 'cause I really
It's like
wanna
the
know.
weirdest way. I don't know what the like. So does the villain wants to get rid of famous painting in this fucking universe or something?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe.
Right, but the problem
But
is,
they had this whole-
I'm under the assumption these aren't the quote unquote original paintings from the real world that they
Actually-
stole. And after so this is probably like digital paintings or something. Right, like stupid files, and like, oh, I'm gonna delete this file off my hard drive. That'll show it. That'll show Da Vinci.
That just came into mind now that I think on it. Do you think the meanings have a relation into the whole art subject that they're doing?
No.
Because like the thing
Ooh,
is
that's
with
right.
the way that like the henchmen, right? The henchmen are
Yeah,
shaped
yeah.
like with like all these weird shapes and colors, right? And it's unique and it looks like interesting. But you think it's probably because they're tied to like art in some way? Do you think that's why? I'm just kind of
Mhm.
wondering because I really want to know what the painting or the whole thing deal with the painting is. But
Yeah, no, it's fucking fun. I can't get over this painting scene. It's so
Honestly.
fucking weird that it makes no fucking sense within the context of this moment, right? Because we haven't established what the fuck these characters fucking motivation is, right? So far within the series, right?
Yeah. I mean, well, yeah, for the enemies, yeah, we definitely don't know. I mean, well, sort of, because they did
Mhm.
go off this whole thing as like, or at least for the main villain, I guess, like the first one, whose name escapes me because I don't think they really talk about him a lot like that when they say their names. But
Mm-hmm.
he went off this whole thing where like, oh, you people who are who become corrupted by your own ideas and ambitions, be gone, basically, right? Because he was basically saying, oh, you became corrupted in trying to make the perfect thing, foolish, die, basically, right? That's basically how it treats every single person.
Yeah.
So I think it looks like to be a philosophy or ideology thing for sure, but I don't know if the paintings deal with that in some way. But again, we just don't know.
Right.
We just don't know enough yet.
Yeah. We still barely know anything about these fucking villains, right?
Yeah, but at least it's not like
Right.
it's not like it's episode 10 and we just don't know anything.
Right.
At least it's not too late. But I'm hoping we get more information in the next episode, because I am enjoying again. I am enjoying all the character drama. It'd just be nice if we got like some either more on the villain side in terms of motivation and why they do what they do, or at least learning about more of like why things are about the world. Again, it's just frustrating to not know why things are happening or why things are the way they are. Again, the character drama is fine. It's just the not knowing is frustrating, especially because it's 5 episodes in, and I feel like we should already know a lot of, or at least a good bit about why things are the way they are. But again, I'm hoping that they rectify this quickly or soon.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, I think that's at least it for me.
Yeah, I think that's it. There's nothing really else to talk about this episode, right?
Yeah.
Next week's episode, Tsuyoshi is still bad at his job or some shit, right?
Or something, yeah.
All right, his job, he's still underappreciative at his job, and the only thing he has going for him in his life is that he found a girl that actually likes him, right?
Yeah. Oh well, maybe considering what we saw in the preview, and it looks like she's either. No, they're not gonna do that. She's asleep. They put her to sleep for some reason. I don't know.
All right.
Who knows? But we'll see.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Is that it? That's the end of this episode.
Yeah, that's it at this point.
All right. Hey, stay tuned next week to see who William kidnaps next and hold in his basement.
I'm not a criminal. I swear to God. Why?
All right. Coronavirus is still a thing. Wash your hands, wear a mask, get your shots. The booster's a thing now. Okay, thanks. Bye.